Hello, I have another product that I thought I might share with you. This is the Likein Foot Spa. It's really kind of a nice machine if you like to do home pedicures like I do. And I'm going to just show you some of the features of it because it's pretty easy to use and it's really kind of a nice little luxury to have. The first thing you're going to need to do out of the box is put on the castors, which are the 4 feet. This will let it roll from place to place for you. And then all 4 of these castors are actually locking castors. So you can go ahead and keep everything locked down once you have it in place, and that will keep it from moving, which is kind of nice since you are working with a motor and you want to make sure the vibration isn't going to move it anywhere. It has a lid to it, which will help keep your water warm if you filled it up ahead of time. I did that just basically for the sake of this particular demonstration. And there is a max line when you do fill up the water. You're going to find it on this side of the basin, and you can kind of see it right where my finger is right now. I've got it just a little bit below that max line. Let's see, might be a little better. There we go. And I pre-warmed the water a little bit just to give you an idea of how all of this will work together. So the other feature that you're going to like is that it's got a built-in handle. This will let you take it from place to place, especially with it being full. It's really nice rather than having to pick up the whole unit and kind of slosh the water around. So you want to go ahead and study this a little bit before you start to use it. You have a LED control panel at the top, and this control panel is going to allow you to adjust your temperature here and here. It's going to allow you to turn the red light, which is really more for ambiance than anything, on and off. It has a timer, and then it also has a shower attachment, and then a massage attachment for the pieces on the inside. So I will show you right here is where the shower attachment is. This shower attachment has 3 settings. Basically, you can keep it straight on like this. You can bring it down 1 notch or 1 more notch. And that's just to kind of angle toward whatever feels best on your legs and feet. The other idea behind the shower, as I turn this on, before I put my feet in, it'll let me kind of feel the temperature of that water. And that's really very nice because if the water is not warm enough, I don't want to put my feet in. And if it's too warm, obviously I don't want to burn them. So this is just kind of a nice little added safety measure. And then, as I said, you can kind of angle this to whatever feels best on your feet. So I'm going to turn the shower off. I want you to be able to see the massage function in the bottom. You have rollers here that will act as shiatsu points basically for your heel and the ball of your feet and your toes. And then you have a roller right here, which is wonderful for just the arch in the middle of your foot. So if I were going to put the massage on, you can see how quiet the machine is, and also the way that the actual mechanisms are going to work for you. Now, if you decide that you want the temperature higher than 93, which is what it is now, I can mark it. I've already preset where I want it to heat to 108. I can also bring that down if I decide I want it just a little bit cooler. So turning off the massage function, I'm going to show you one other thing in here before I actually show you about cleaning this unit. This is set up so that you can add Epsom salt to the unit itself if you want to. You can also add herbs to the unit. The thing I will tell you about the Epsom salt addition is that eventually that is going to wear on your motor, and you are going to shorten the lifespan of your machine, because anything that is a salt is usually a little more corrosive than it needs to be for these kind of working parts. But you can add it if you want to. You will still get life out of the machine. It's just you're going to risk actually shortening that life. I would recommend using more herbs of some sort in there. You can also, if you want, just use essential oils. That's also another option if you're skilled in using those as well. If you have finished with actually using the foot bath, then you can go ahead and you would remove this plate by simply pulling these back. And this will lift out for you. A little bit easier, I think, maybe once I drain it. So let's try that first. To drain, just simply take the hose that's attached, take off the lid, and that is going to pretty quickly drain everything on the inside. The weight of the water actually was holding this down. So as that drains, I'm going to lift this out. And just for neatness purposes, I'm going to let everything that is still in the rollers kind of drain back into the basin. And then I would set this aside just so it could dry naturally, or you can use a towel to dry it. And you can see how quickly this whole system has drained. I tilt it just a little bit since this is the drainage hole right here. Getting the last of the water in there as I drain it. And that's it. I can just let this air dry, or I can go ahead and wipe it out. The other option is, some people before they drain it, if you have access to a foot spa sanitizer packet, you can get them usually like at Sally's Beauty or some of these ultra beauty stores. It's just a powder that you would put in. You can run through the machine a little bit before you do the draining. But really that's all there is to this. It's quite comfortable to use. It's nice before a pedicure to get everything softened up. And it's just a really nice little luxury to have in the house. So I hope that you have enjoyed the demo, and hopefully I've answered all your questions.